It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and today we'll be heading from rank 17 to 16 with the Aggro shaman, just because I kind of want to level up a little bit quicker. We might play some Reno Warrior in a couple matches, maybe rank 16, 15, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I just know whatever decks that I've been using, which have been Ancestral Druid, Mid-Range Paladin, there's another one in there, Oil Rogue. I'm getting literally stomped, like, horribly at rank 17 and 18. So we're just going to see if we can get past this, like, small patch of, I don't know if it's the players, I don't know if it's the deck they're playing, I don't know what it is, but we're getting totally fucking annihilated, so Aggro Shaman ideally should be able to do the trick. And I am a bit tired, so that's why if I sound tired or there's coffee. Also, on a side note, I'm sure everybody has had this teacher or professor or whatever the fuck you want to call them, whether you're in middle school, high school, or college. There's this one professor, you guys know it, think hard, that no matter how awake you think you are when you walk into that classroom, by the time you walk out, it's somehow been some, like, time-lapse, eternity, cosmic, it's insane, because I've got that teacher that I drink coffee, I go in the room, I sit down, I sit up, I eat, I have water, I'm paying attention, and I'm out within 5 minutes. Literally, I'm on the desk, and I don't even realize I'm sleeping until, like, one of the kid next to me goes, "Rob, you're making weird noises." I'm like, oh, what the fuck? When did this happen? Why is my arm, why is my face red? It's just terrible, guys. It's insane. Like, I don't even know. What do we do here? I think all we can do is passive, swing our 1-3 into this, swing 3 to face. We could have wasted a spell to kill the Iron Beak, but there's no point. We got a lot of bursts in our hand, and we don't have a lot of bursts. This is to get through taunts. This is our burst on 5, which isn't even close. This is to make sure we can deal with our overloads, and then this is some burst. But ideally, don't want to waste that on a 2-1. Wow. We have such a dry hand. Like, we don't have any creatures to follow up with a whole bunch of damage. I mean, Doomhammer next turn's good, but not being able to play a creature for 2 turns. And also not playing, like, spells to deal with his creatures. Hellfire is very expected. You just see that coming. I'm glad he wastes that, though, on 4 instead of playing it sometime. Actually, he's probably playing Handlock. So, if he's playing Handlock, he's going on turn 5. We have Rockbiter, which is 10 damage, and then we have Lava Shock and both of those. So we actually don't need... If he's got a... Yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. Because we can actually burst him down with our hand currently right now. We don't want him to play a Molten Giant. So Twilight Drake is fine, because now we can just kill him next turn. I was scared of, what is it called, like a Mountain Giant, and then he could give it Taunt because he would just tap when he's at 13, he'd have 1, and then he could play the Giant for 1, and then Defender of Argus. And I guess we could have Earth Shocked and did the same thing, but this is fine as well. So normally, when you're calculating Overload, you cast the Overload card first, and then you cast the one that gets rid of the Overload. I've seen some people do it backwards, and I have no idea why. Alright, so this actually will be probably a pretty short road to... How did we just get a quest? Hi, you've beat a Handlock. Have a quest. Sure. Play it again. This will be a short road to legend video if we can actually just keep winning them. I know I'm playing Aggro Shaman, guys, but it's better than it's better than Secret Paladin, right? It's better than Secret Paladin. You can't be mad because I'm not playing. Like, Secret Paladin, if I were to play Secret Paladin, you guys would be mad. I would be mad. I couldn't do it. But Aggro Shaman's a little bit different. Yeah, it's a cheap deck, but it's not as cheap as Secret Paladin. By far. No, definitely not even close to Secret Paladin. On the cancer scale, I don't think it's close. It's like stage... It's like stage 1, maybe? Maybe not even cancer. I don't know. I know Secret Paladin's like already in the lymph nodes. Alright, so we're going to coin out the, no, Margleton. A Noyotron, which isn't a Noyotron, it's a whirling Zibomatic. I was about to craft these gold, but I didn't. Look at this guy with the well played. You got lucky there, the top deck War Axe. Nothing's better than that. Wow, this is kind of hard because... Totem Golem will be the card because he can't kill it with the War Axe unless he has a spell, which I'm sure he's got Bash and War Axe. He's playing a warrior. Even though he shouldn't. War Axe off the top was lucky enough. Ugh, save the weapon? You gotta save that weapon. He did save the weapon. I am ready for an adventure. Do we life tap or do we stead shot? I think. This is really hard, by the way, because we have Ancestral Knowledge, which is literally a life tap, and Steady Shot going against a warrior is pretty essential. But being able to continuously throw out targets with life tap is also very important. I honestly don't know. I'm actually... I'm gonna go with the life tap. Just because I know this game may take longer than necessary, and if we get the life tap, then we're able to keep up with the warrior in terms of like him making value trades with weapon, and we don't really have to... Like, drawing 2 cards for 2 is nice, overload 2, but we essentially don't want to use this until we absolutely have to use it. It's interesting that he wouldn't kill this card here. Never mind, he's going to bash it. So it's going to be a tough Taskmaster Execute. Cleave. Wow. There you go. There you go. So, because we have nothing here, we're going to tap. And we have nothing against Root of Knowledge. So I'm glad. Okay. Pretty glad we got the tap. It's going to be a hard choice, though. Like, it's hard to make that decision this early on. The belt... Oh, man, this is not the day to play against a warrior. He's very powerful. So, we play this. And we can play Doomhammer next turn. I guess that's alright. But this has to make contact with the Belcher. Unless he's got like a another Armor Smith to hide behind the Belcher. That's like the best setup. Slam, so he actually cannot... Actually, he should attack into it with his Belcher. That's what I would do. But now this actually is kind of bad for him because it sets him up for the Doomhammer to get through the Belcher. He does get 2 armor with the Armor Smith, but essentially it's not that bad. Because we get through this, which is like the whole point. And then we already have 1 Rock Fighter. And we're not worried about our health whatsoever. We're winning very much though in cards, which is nice. Got double Lava Burst Lightning Bolt, which is a 7 damage. Wow. Okay. Alright, so we're going... It looks like we're going to be going super face right now. So we Rock Biter, we pump out a Lava Burst Lightning Bolt. So this is 4. Okay, so we have 2 over right now, which we can use. I wonder. So this is 4. Wow, that's kind of bad for us. So now we're 2. Here's 10. Here's 1 more. Alright, so he plays a taunt and he wins, or he doesn't play a taunt and we win. A whirlwind would be bad. What'd you top deck now? Armor up for 10. Reno Jackson Warrior, that's pretty good. Can't do much about that. I was just saying we were going to play Reno Jackson Warrior. The sad part is, I believe Amaz was just streaming Reno Jackson Warrior, and he was playing this exact deck. It looked literally exactly like this. So, and he's at rank 17, which tells me he looks like a guy who'd net deck Amaz. Which is fine. He did good. He won. If he didn't draw Reno Jackson, he wouldn't have won, though. It's okay, though. It's okay. You can't win them all, Rob. You can't win them all. He shouldn't have spammed sorry twice, though. Unless he was really sorry. He sounded like he was really sorry. Some of these players that do, like, a lot of emotes, just, like, an overwhelming amount, like, well played, well played, well played, thank you, well played, thank you, well played, thank you, well played. Hello. Those guys, I would really be interested to see them if they would actually do that in real life, like, to the person they're doing it to, whether it be me or whoever. Because it just, like, the first thought that comes in my mind is, like, that little, like, 9-10-year-old kid who's, like, sitting on his iPad on his, like, luxurious bed. Like, Mom, can I buy 50 more packs? And she's like, yes, honey, of course you can. And he's like, buy. And he has, like, all the decks. But he really doesn't know how to play. But he just, like, has all the cards. I don't know where that came from. That's just, like, what I think about when I... this one's kind of hard. I'm gonna get that money. So, if we lightning bolt the leper, our tunnel trog has a greater chance to live. If we do that, though, we don't play spirits next turn, because we're overloaded 1, which means both cards in our hand are rendered useless. So I think I'm going to hold on to that card, for now. I wish I didn't have 2-3 drops in my hand. Now he's going to lightning bolt my card. Okay. So this guy's hand is much better than mine. It's okay, though. We'll do our best. So, So we could actually kill his field right now and not be overloaded any next turn. Which I think is pretty good. So he can start with a clean slate. He does have the initiative here, though, when before I had the initiative. So, for 2 mana, hopefully he uses his passive, and maybe we keep back some field control with the spirits. But we also maybe have to assume he net decked the Kalento's version of this deck, and he's actually playing, what is it called? Do we Horse Rider into this, or do we just Spirits? I think we just Spirits, because he can't get through it anyway. But I suppose that this is much weaker than Lightning Storm, but if we Horse Rider into the Leper Gnome, it lives. He plays a card, we kill off Horse Rider, then he Lightning Storms next turn, and then we're at 5, we can do the passive for 2. I suppose this is fine, because he didn't have anything, unless he plays like a Totem Golem here, which we'll have to probably crackle. In this matchup, using your spells to get rid of the cards on your opponent's side of the field is essential to winning. Normally, we save our spells for burst, and we really just ignore what the opponent plays. But in this situation, wow, he's playing the Flame Tongue, so he's going to be able to get through that. So we're going to definitely kill off that Flame Tongue next turn. So, if we hit this, it unlocks the rest of our mana crystals, which is 3. Swing into this, we do 2 more damage. We save that card, and we actually lose 2 damage. But 2 damage to me is not worth getting rid of a spell to kill a Flame Tongue, when we can kill the card essentially for free here. And we're also not really losing anything by not like if we could get like a totem out of that and do 2 more damage, then that's pretty good. But just getting 2 more damage and wasting a card doesn't seem that great. So essentially here we need to draw Murgleton into like a or not Murgleton, but we need to draw like a card. That card's okay, I suppose. But in this situation, we needed to draw like a Shredder, a Whirling Zip-O-Matic, a Totem Golem. We need creatures right now, but like really bad. Because as soon as he plays Spirits, we're fucked. Like this is just not gonna cut it. We need an Ancestral Knowledge, and him being able to have the Earth Shock and the Crackle in that situation is pretty bad as well. So we need to draw into our Earth Shock. Would be really nice here. Please don't have a Taunt Totem. Gee, guys, man. This isn't good. This is not good. A Doom Hammer would be really fine. Another Leper. Wow. Again, we're using our spells to deal with his creatures. We need to draw Ancestral Knowledge and or Doomhammer. The first person that draws into Doomhammer basically wins in this situation. But I haven't drawn any of my Ancestral Knowledge. He has. He's three cards in. And it looks like he basically knows what he's doing too, wasting spells to deal with creatures. And we're pretty much exactly tied on board control. Shredder definitely helps. Taunt. There we go. So if he's playing Lightning Storm, we're really in a bad spot, but we have to assume he's not playing Lightning Storm. I guess it's not too bad. Nah, it's pretty bad, fucking bad. Lava Shock for 3. As long as it's not a creature and we can generate a creature, a 2/2 with Taunt's fine with me. I mean, a 3/2 would have been better, or maybe even a 2/3 because it lives to a Doom hammer. But, alright. Please tell me he's not going to Rock Biter. Oh man, this guy is so worried about the field right now. That was so dumb. Like, he's just getting scared about the field not losing it, but the field isn't important. You don't waste a Rock Biter to kill a Taunt Totem, let me tell you that. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but that's not something that you normally do. Us rolling a Taunt Totem there was really important too. I think we might have this game as long as he doesn't top deck, like I said, a Doomhammer. Like, even though he doesn't have creatures on the board, a Doomhammer is still 4 damage a turn for 4 turns. So I don't know if you can calculate that out, but that's a lot of fucking damage. Fireguard Destroyer. Wow, that's a card. So we're going to have our Crackle. You can't get through our Taunt, which means our next totem is going to be Spell, which means Crackle could, in fact, be able to deal with this Destroyer. So ideally, we need to destroy the Destroyer. We did not destroy the Destroyer, but we did destroy a card protecting the Destroyer for us to destroy the Destroyer. So we've destroyed the Destroyer, we destroyed the Destroyer by destroying it with our not-so-destroying card. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but saying destroying a whole bunch of times made me a little bit happy. Totem, this is where the Taunt Totem comes in clutch. Wow, I almost knocked over my water. I was about to get really mad. Because he can't get through to hit the Whirling Zip-O-Matic, which is a fine time, if you ask me. So, we want to... Yeah, it really doesn't matter. So this is going to heal it up for 1 at the end of the turn. He swings into this. Swings into that. Either way, I think we're safe. I don't think I waste an attack on the, Searing Totem. Seems like it'd be dumb. So there's his Doomhammer. So there's not a point there. We need to draw into our Doomhammer. Where's our Doomhammer at? I think the field might be too much to deal with at the moment. He's gonna kill the Whirling. Oh no, the Totem Golem's gonna kill the Whirling. That makes sense. Here's another Totem Golem. We're gonna kill off his Totem Golem instead of going face. A Lightning Storm would be detrimental to my victory. So whether he plays that card or not, it's pretty important. Nice, guys. Nice. Alright. 1 game from 16. I thought that was 16, to be honest. But it's not. The game just felt really long. What do I want to play? I guess we can play some Reno Jackson Warrior after this. I don't want to play Aggro Shaman too much. It just gets really boring to watch. So we'll play every 3 or 4 ranks, depending on how we do. I just want to play it now because we just kept getting booty stomped. Absolutely tarnished. Oh, if this guy is playing Reno Warrior 2, Amaz, fuck you, man. You stream a deck and everybody else just plays it. I think Doomhammer is actually something we want to keep. Normally I wouldn't keep this against a warrior matchup, but because we know he's playing a little bit slower and we need to do sustained damage over a long period of time because of the passive he has, it's actually pretty essential that we do that. So I'm going to make the assumption that this guy does not have a War Axe on turn 1 again and play the Whirling Zip-O-Matic. I guess I should have paid attention to the cards in his hand. Attention. Because we actually throw out the totem golem. Fuck, dude. Come on, man. You just drew that as well. Off the top, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So in this situation, we wanted to coin out Totem Golem instead of the Whirling, and then we can play the Spirits on 3, and he actually couldn't Fiery War Axe the Totem down, making it do at least 3 to 6 damage, unlike the Whirling did none. It also set us back, so we can't play the Spirits on 3. So again, we probably should have paid attention to what was in the Warrior's hand, because if he kept like 2 or 3 cards, we can assume that one of them's War Axe. What's up with Warrior getting really nice draws today? Like, War Axe into Bash, the other guy had Armor Smith, Sledge Belcher, War Axe, Cleave. What the fuck was going on with Cleave? We can't draw 2 because we're overloaded 2. We can't even Spirits next turn because we want to play Doomhammer on 5. Oh wow. Unless we just so it's either play Spirits next turn or draw 2 now, and I think playing Spirits next turn is more important. We need creatures on the board to always keep the pressure going. We don't have pressure for 2 turns. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? We're actually going to make sure he doesn't draw. It may seem like a bad play there because he's got Belchers in the deck, but we can essentially get through Belchers due to Double Doomhammer. But him drawing and being able to, draw an extra 2 to... Like, Warrior doesn't have the ability to draw cards, and that's why they run 2 Alkalites, because their passive doesn't help them. No creatures in their deck helps them. Battle Rage helps them. Okay, never mind. So he's playing Patron, which gives us a little bit of time here. We know he doesn't run taunts, so this is pretty good. So we need to draw into... Merkleton's fine. Looks like tap is what we're drawing. Alright, so what would be the drawback of not attacking this? I'm not sure. But we're not going to attack it. He has too much health this late in the game. So it looks like Tunnel Trog into Doomhammer next turn. And hopefully he doesn't have a Brawl. Oh, the Inventor. I haven't seen that card in a good while. Good while. Good while. Alright, so Merkleton into the 1/1 just to get rid of it, maybe. I don't know. Seems like it'd be alright. I don't understand what the... I guess if he plays a Berserker, he has another card to give it +1. Never mind. It's dead anyway. Alright, so Tunnel Trog, Doomhammer, swing, that guy gets buffed, swing. So we actually, how much damage do we have going into next turn? So let's assume that he obviously with passives, he has 23, we can pump out 10 with Rockbiter, he's at 13. We have 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Including Ancestral Knowledge to buff the Trog by 2, and then the Horse for 2 attack. That leaves us at no mana left. Unless we draw a direct damage spell, which is obviously we'll replace with Ancestral. Even though Ancestral does 2 damage basically, because if Trog lives. Patrons aren't scary. He's too low. If he summons 4 patrons here, then that's a little bit scary. Alright, 4 patrons is a bit scary. We can actually clear the patrons, though. Warshack's pretty important. So how much damage can we basically pump out this turn? Or do we just take care of the patrons? I don't know. We'll see. So this is 4. This is doing basically the same amount of damage as that. It also allows us to potentially draw into spells, which we did. I think we just won. Indeed we did. The burst damage of a shaman. 23 health, no problem. With 6 mana. And basically 1 card on the field. The Trogs are, in that situation there, playing a Horse Rider is good, but essentially the Ancestral Knowledge did the same thing by giving him 2 attack, but we also have the ability to draw 2 cards, and one of which we're looking for like another Rock Biter or Lightning Bolt, and this because not only does more damage, but it also buffs the Tunnel Trog even more. So the whole point of that was to just keep buffing Tunnel Trog because he didn't kill it. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next episode of the Road to Legend video, where we'll be going from 16 to 15, and I suppose I'll play some Reno Warrior. It seems like it'd do alright. A lot of Warriors are doing well against us, so we'll do that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. As always, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.